Hey, what is up, guys? I am here to give you the Walking Dead review for Season 1, Episode 2. I do this every Tuesday. I'm going to review 2 today since I missed last week. I was really busy last week, so bear with me. Adam was over. I went over and slept over at my friend's house, so I'm going to review 2 episodes today, and then I'll just continue following up every week. So this episode came out. Well, it's called Guts. We're gonna find out why it's called Guts. And it came out on November 7th, 2010. And yeah, kicks off with Lori. Just goes off somewhere, I think, to get something to burn or something. I forget where she went off to. And she thinks she hears a zombie coming, but it ends up just being Shane. She was all a trick, and they have sex in the woods. And she ends up taking off a necklace that she used as a wedding ring because she's married to Rick. And well, as this is going on and looks at it, so it's kind of how it started off. And then it kicks off like right where it left off when Rick was trapped in the tank with all the zombies. Um, and we see the guy that was talking with him on the radio, and it ends up being some guy that's gonna help him out. He gives him directions on how to get to out of the tank. Talks about how they're gonna be distracted, so you can just start running through the streets and stuff. And you can have to shoot a couple, and he does. Well, he grabs some weapons and does so. And then we see the guy. They climb up this ladder up to a building, and they ended up. There's one of the zombies tried to climb up and get them, but then they climbed up the ladder, and then we see zombies have been trying to chase them again, and two guys in like masks and stuff ended up just beating the crap out of these zombies, and then they enter the place. Well, we find out that the guy saved him because the guy was kind of being a dumbass because they ended up I guess he ended up like shooting free fire that it's gonna attract them, and he felt like that somebody would have done the same thing for him, so he did the same to Rick. And then but when they get inside the place, it's in a store. I forget what kind of store it is. Let me just check real quick. Hold on. Equipment store, I think it is. Well, let me just check. It is a department store. And this girl named Andrea aims the gun at him because she ended up killing them because they were just gonna sneak off. They were in like a safe spot, and they were just sneaking off to get some safe supplies. And you're supposed to do it quietly. You're not supposed to aim guns at them or anything. And that's what ended up happening. He ended up doing the same thing, and one of them there was others. There was a black guy named Theodore and a black girl named Jackie. That's the best way I can describe them. So it's not really, yeah, being bad. And the guy that saved Rick is named Glenn, and yeah, so that's them, and they we see that the department store, the zombies are trying to break into it because when you fire guns, it sets the zombies off, and now they're pretty much trapped in there. If they leave, they will die. Um, I kind of would, and then yeah, so trying to see though, there was this guy that ended up firing. Um, hold on, I gotta enter this text real quick. Okay. And even this guy's name is, we see Millie Dizon. I don't know how to say his last name, so his name's Merle though. Digon, I think his name was. And he's firing a gun at the zombies, and he's not obviously supposed to be doing that. They tell him not to, but he says he's gonna take orders around here. He's not gonna let anybody tell him what to do. He's gonna take the orders, and he's a very racist guy because they're down south. So, and they just stop beating. He just starts beating the crap out of T-Dog. What's his name? T-Dog. Let me just check. T-Dog, yeah. And he just beats the crap out of him. And everyone's trying to pull him off, but he keeps attacking them. And then he wants people to vote for him to be leader. Everybody raises their hand, and nobody really objects it, except for Rick. He ends up punching him in the face, and he handcuffs him on the roof. It was like some place on the roof, and says that if he that they have to work together, and if he doesn't, they will kill him. Well, he will kill him, and then Rick ends up saying that if that he's like, you're a police officer, you won't kill me, and he's like, if a man's looking for his wife and his kid, he will do anything. You're gonna lose like the battle or something. And then they're gonna talk about how they can get out of the department store without having to go on the road to be turned into zombies. Jackie ends up having this idea that they can go underneath the sewer, and Glenn is going to go down there and investigate, but they all want to go with him, but he doesn't want to do that in case there's a zombie down there. He feels like if he goes by himself, it will be safer. His life won't be at stake. So everyone gets a job. Rick and Andrea are going to guard like the doors and stuff and shoot at the zombies that try to come in. Jackie's going to help them up in case they try to, anything strange happens. I forgot to mention that they ended up going on the roof because they had a radio and they had like the people that were saved, and they were trying to get better signal because they couldn't get good signal in the store. Trying to think. That's about it. And T-Dog is up there with D-Mark, I think his name is. I think he's in the next episode, so I don't know his name. And he wants T-Dog to set him free, that we can work together, but our races can't really mingle, so yeah. And then he's like, what, you're gonna shoot the cop too? You're gonna beat me up again? So he doesn't convince him. So the Glenn and the other guy is Windman. He had a guy go. So what's the guy's name? I don't know. Probably will learn his name in the next episode. Go down in the sewer to try to get out, but there was a zombie in there, so they couldn't get out. So they come up with this idea. They go and attack a zombie, and they don't want to do this idea. They think it's risky, but they have to get out of there. So they grab a zombie because they are attracted to. They can sense dead. They can smell dead. They can sense if you are dead, and that's what they're attracted to. So they grabbed this guy, one of the zombies that they had killed, and they were going to chop it up and spread the organs all over themselves. We found out that the guy's name was Dre Clinton, I think his name was, and he had a wife. He had $28 when he died, and Rick says he's going to tell his wife all about Dwayne, and then they all chop him up, and Glenn and Rick cover themselves in his organs, so that way they can like go pretend to be one of the zombies, because they're gonna go into one of the construction trucks, and because they always leave the keys in there just in case, and they're gonna get out that way. So they're pretending to be the zombies. Everything's going good. T-Dog finally gets signal, but the signal cuts out before then. So one of them wants to go out and look for her sister, because her sister was there, but Shane doesn't want to take the risk because they don't want to take the risk of anyone turning into a zombie. So as Rick and Glenn are pretending to be zombies, we see that it starts to rain, and the smell is gonna wear off. So they luckily they had grabbed an axe and stuff, and they start running, and they start shooting the zombies, and they get to the construction truck, and they drive into the spot, and he has Glenn go into a car. I don't know the type of the car, and have the car alarm set off, so because that's what they're attracted to. And the zombies chase after him while Rick goes to get the others. And as this is going on, Merle Dixon wants to be set free. And Rick had given T-Dog the handcuff key to set him free. And he was about to set him free, but he ends up tripping and drops the key into like a hole off the roof. So then he couldn't set him free, and he dropped the tools necessary to. Also, there was like a hacksaw that could have freed him, but he ended up dropping it, and T-Dog ends up leaving, and he chains the door shut so like, the zombies can't get into him. And T-Dog was left behind by the others, so he tries to run as fast as he can, and the zombies ended up breaking. There was like 2 doors, and they ended up breaking through the door. And then Rick ends up getting in there with all the others, and they get behind in the construction truck and drive off. And then they ask, "Where's Glenn?" And the car alarm is still going off, and he's still driving away. And we see that Dixon is still handcuffed to the roof. That was the end of the episode. Thought this was a very good episode. I would say maybe I liked it better than the first one. It was really good. It got really intense at the end. It seems like they get intense at the end as it goes on. And yeah, that's about it. My favorite part of the episode was probably Dixon getting handcuffed and the build-up with T-Dog and Dixon having them trying to free him, and then he drops the handcuff key. So I wonder if this is probably the last we're going to see of Dixon. We'll see. But that's all I really have to say for this review. I'm going to watch the next episode now and get that review up for you, and then I'll be all caught up for next week, and I can just review one episode. So that's all I really have to say. Tomorrow I'm going to review 3 Breaking Bad since I missed 3 weeks of it. I will catch up on it. That's all I have to say. Subscribe. Peace.